Here's Cairo Santos now, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
There's a toughness about Jared Goff that maybe he doesn't get enough credit for. His freshman year at Cal, team went 1-11. His rookie year with the Rams, he was 0-7 as a starter, undaunted in either case, and has come back each and every time to flash the ability that made him the #1 overall pick in the draft when he came out of Cal.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
On fourth down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will start their initial drive at their own 20-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, not bad. He was pushing 20 miles an hour. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Being chased out left. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. First carry now for David Montgomery. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, He was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. A gain of 6 there on first. 2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. That is hauled in by Jimmy Graham. Touchdown Bears. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Walking into the stadium, we saw a ton of people donning the jerseys of this rookie quarterback, so you know they love that opening drive, and he throws a touchdown pass.
He gave a little bit of confirmation about what they had hoped, right? Because they thought they had a quarterback. They're thinking they have a quarterback. You do this, they believe they've got a quarterback. Look up, elbowing each other up in the stands. That's our guy.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. On 1st and 10, Goff. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. A shotgun snap for Goff. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Goff. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. This is taken around the 12. A big kick that time, 52 yards. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. That's the tight end, Jesper Horsted. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 18 yards on each of the last 2 plays, and they're picking up big chunks now. On play action, they'll throw. He'll buy some time right. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They'll look to throw again. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. 3 tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Jesper Horsted, as the first half is winding down, and the Bears will extend their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure to just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Santos with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a strong first half from our quarterback. His guys have a 2-touchdown lead as we hand it back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Ready? 58, the mic. All day, just like that. Just like that. Check it back. Check it.
Back to throw here. Flushed out right. And Robinson with a big catch. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That gain on third down, good for 28.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 5 yards remain on second down.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
They'll keep it on the ground. Montgomery. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
You don't want no problem.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This will make it into the end zone, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Goff on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. Geronimo Allison, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. Now it's gone. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Eddie Goldman drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Here comes the Lions punter now. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. Onto the field now come the Bears. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. That one looks like he'll throw here. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
Here we go, D. All day, defense.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or two towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. That is caught at the 7. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Santos now to add the PAT. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. That time a 6-play drive. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know, are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room, get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
There's pride on the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit no matter what.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
3rd and long. It's Goff. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
58, right over there, right over there.
On 1st down, Goff. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.